Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season. It is Maharlika Manila FC hosting Mendiola FC 1991 dito po sa PFF National Training Center sa bayan ng Carmona in Cavite. It is Levi Verora on the call, and in just a short while we will have our pre-match pleasantries. But before that, let us take a look at our league table. Not much changes in the upper half of the team standings. Of course, Kaya FC Iloilo, United City FC, and Dynamic Herb Cebu going 1, 2, and 3. But of course, doon sa ibaba ng ating league standings, Mendiola FC 1991 still in 6th, and then Maharlika Manila FC in 7th. They just have 2 points difference in between them, and after this match, we will see if Mendiola stays in 6th or will Maharlika finally get that elusive first victory. And let's take a look at the starting rosters for both teams in just a short while. Maharlika Manila FC, they have loaded their midfield. As you take a look at Mauro Acot, Earl Japet, Biniero, Elmer Sampaga among those in the starters. Benzi Villanueva as well. They have experimented with different tactic. Let's see how that unfolds in just a short while. And now let's turn your attention to Mendiola FC 1991 as after that loss to the Ascos development team last Sunday, they are likewise eager to bounce back. They have loaded doon naman sa bandang unahan. They have 3 forwards. As you see, Junior Sam, he will make the start along with the captain Ashley Flores and the likes of John Carlos also there. So it's more offensive minded for them. They won against Maharlika the first time around. Will it be repeat, or will Maharlika finally dish out revenge? We will have our march in and kick off when we return. Once again, this is your PFL brought to you by Qatar Airways, Maharlika Manila and Mendiola, round number 2. Nagpapatuloy po ang inyong Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season, brought to you by Qatar Airways dito po sa bayan ng Carmona in Cavite, here inside the PFF National Training Center. And kapanapanabik na labanan ng ating matutunghayan in just a short while. Once again, dalawang koponan na gutom manalo after going on losing skids. Maharlika Manila FC, of course, in white, going up against Mendiola FC 1991 in their black and red kits. They have just marched in sa ating field, and of course we will have the official kickoff happening in just a few moments. Once again, mabuhay Pilipinas, we welcome you to our live and exclusive broadcast presentation. Live po tayo sa ating Facebook and YouTube platforms on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. And in just a short while, matutunghayan natin whether Maharlika Manila FC can finally change their fortunes around. They have been preparing for this match. Of course, no thanks to Typhoon Paeng, but some of their plans have changed. But nevertheless, here they are, and they are hosting Mendiola FC 1991. The first time these two sides met, of course, you know what happened. It was Jim Ashley Flores, the captain. He was the only difference in that match, a 1-0 win for the Brave Men. And that goal was scored almost in stoppage time in the 90th minute. Such a heartbreaker for Maharlika Manila FC, and that's what they are going to try and avenge as we prepare for kickoff. Your referee in charge of the action, it's Mick John Pineda, assisted by KB Nanyola, Francisco Himpisao. The fourth official is Rodney Leble, the referee assessor Gerardo Andres, and your match commissioner is Robin Kainglet. Let us know where you're watching from, wherever you are, wherever you're from. As we always say, we are here at the PFF National Training Center, so do stick around. We'll have a lot of football action in store for you. And some of the storylines from both squads, we will let it unfold as we proceed with our broadcast. This will be the final assignment for both Maharlika Manila FC and Mendiola FC 1991 for this calendar year. Of course, we are going to have a short break, and here we go. Maharlika Manila FC will immediately go to that long ball. You saw the starters earlier. Maharlika loading up sa kanilang midfield. They have been experimenting with that diamond formation. You've seen their practices, and it's a matter of translating that in the actual match. Meanwhile, Mendiola FC 1991, as they have possession right now, they will try to be more offensive minded, putting 3 forwards in their starting 11. It is ping pong in the first few moments of this match. Junior Sam tried to control and turn, pero medyo masikip. The defense was there. But for that effort, it's going to be the first corner of the match, won by Mendiola FC 1991. Good, encouraging start for them. Looks like it's going to be Eric Manlapas to deliver. We spoke with some of the players of Mendiola FC. They said it's going to be a more direct approach this time around. Masyadong mababa on the delivery. Perhaps wanted to put more aerial into that one. Wade will track it down. A ball is in play. It's with the captain, Flores. Junior Sam, may halong gigil. It just goes straight into the heavens. But you love the effort here of Mendiola FC to open things. We saw that in their 1-3 loss to the Ascos development team. It was a competitive match throughout. It was obviously just the result for Mendiola. na hinahanap nila. Seeing a good look here at David Basa, the designated shot stopper to start this contest for Maharlika Manila FC is Yosuke Suzuki. They also have Vinci Valdez as part of the substitutes, making a deep run into that left flank. Pero bola mawawala, and it will go back to Maharlika Manila FC. Sampaga will survey the field as he moves forward, tries a through ball to Galasa, had the right thing in mind. Job Ambong will defer to Sampaga. Pinheiro back to Sampaga. Michael Menzi also part of the starters here. So although they have loaded doon sa midfield, of course Maharlika also taking care of their back line. They have Basa. They have Job Ambong out of National University. And of course Usman Jeng, their only foreigner to open this contest. No Boris Mudang, no Kwame Esel as well. Basa gets to that ball first. And now it's mid Fornes, who sends a cross. Nobody home doon sa kabila for Mendiola SC. As we are past the 4th minute mark of this contest, kapaan in the early proceedings for both squads. And again, we mentioned first meeting between these two doon sa City of Imus grandstand. It took 90 minutes before the first goal as Galasa just weaves around the defense, although he is unable to keep it in play. Trying his best to create the chance para sa kanyang koponan Flores against Menzi, and now he will give it up to Kaule with more space. There is Carlos and Sam. Foot race for possession, ends up with Junior Sam. Tries to evade the defense, but great effort, great defending on the part of Usman. We are not lacking intensity to open this match, that is for sure. But at the same time, so far pantay pa lang in terms of the volume of possessions. Both squads will try to execute what they had in mind for this contest. Maharlika Manila FC, they played a lot of friendlies behind closed doors at that. They went up against the University of Santo Tomas, their varsity team, owing to the fact that, of course, the UAAP will have its football resuming for the first time since the pandemic. So yung mga varsity teams ng UAAP schools also preparing for their tournaments, the men's and the women's side. Of course, you have 4 UAAP teams doon sa PFF Women's Cup, and they play Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. Nangunguna so far the UP Fighting Maroons of Coach Anto Gonzalez. They've made it 2 wins in a row with a win yesterday. First set piece for Mendiola, and again Manlapas on the delivery. Yung angle of elevation ng bola as Menzi clears it. Second ball, and now it ends up with Galaza. Mauro Acot trying to go quickly to Ravanes. We mentioned the diamond formation for Maharlika Manila FC. They've been experimenting with that slight tweak in their formation. A bit of pressure there for a time on the 1-2, and a great effort by Escosora to intervene and get into the path of that ball. Ends up with Ravanes somehow. Maharlika, they don't have the numbers. Serge Caule retrieves possession for Mendiola. Manlapas, he made the start against ADT. He's back in the starting 11 for the Los Valientes. That is an obvious call to make on the part of our officials. Junior Sam rushing forward. But so far, both squads, nakikita natin just encouraging signs for both. And that's the kind of intensity that you'd expect from a match where dalawang koponan gutom sa panalo to improve their record sa ating PFL season. Bensi Villanueva also getting the start here for Maharlika. But possession, babalik sa Mendiola. Closing in on the 10th minute mark of our match. They scramble. Villanueva targets Ravanes. Manlapas also there, part of the picture. Villanueva will run out of real estate as this is thrown back into John Carlos. Manlapas again. He has Caule to his left. Might be a counter for Maharlika. Akot loses control. Na off balance siya doon. And Eric Manlapas tracks it down. Back and forth we go here. And now Sampaga surveying the field. But Alasan Wade, introduced himself, making his presence felt. Wonder if you can hear the soundbite from the Mendiola side, the technical area. Eric Manlapas being instructed, i-release agad after one touch, after two touches. And yes, they have to be more methodical with this. And right on cue, Manlapas again, almost losing it. Escosora against Pinheiro. Usman Jeng using his shoulder. That was close. Chance now for Mendiola. Junior Sam. And that has got to be frustrating for him. He had all the time in the world to come up with a quality shot. It wasn't on target for Junior Sam, the native of Ghana. And Kosuke Suzuki will not be challenged that time around. Manlapas, again, back and forth we go. Talarok. Good challenge on the part of David Basa as that shot will end straight to the midst of Suzuki. Pinheiro, Sampaga. So adding some flair to that pass, but Serge Caule, Ambong and Caule getting at it with a through ball this time. It's a foot race for possession. Ends up with Pinheiro. Alu will move forward. Sampaga stays with it. Caule. Referee might have been playing advantage here as Maharlika getting to their attacking third. with some room here. And great defending by Rederick Fornes, preventing any trouble. Well, so far that's the most encouraging it has gotten for Maharlika Manila FC. Getting to their attacking third. You just have to make something out of the time that they're controlling the ball. Galasa. And now Menzi. Akot against Wade. It's with Galasa again. Well, that was great on the part of Alu, just staying with him. Hindi makaalagwa si Galasa doon. They send it forward, but another obvious offside call. It is pretty even right now. 14 minutes into this one. Menzi, there is some pressure from Carlos. Junior Sam aangat din. Oh, they have to get out of this area. And Basa does. Basa targets Akot. And that ball is just ricocheting off a couple of players. Usman Jeng makes the slide. It will stay with Mendiola FC. Bubelo on the throw and they give it instead to Wade. Trying to get that ball into the box. It's pretty steady for Maharlika. And now Galasa, one of the fastest runners in the league. And that was a great challenge by J.R. Sandoval. As Galasa got dispossessed. But no follow-up on the part of Mendiola. They have to take advantage of those potential counterattacks. And back and forth we go. And now Escosora. Collision. Oh, the referee has been very lenient. Escosora will send a long one. But nobody home on the part of the black and red shirts. Again, glad to have you join us here sa ating live and exclusive broadcast presentation. This is your Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. We are in round number 2. We still have, of course, next year. We're just taking a break owing to the international calendar. Not only is the FIFA World Cup happening in Qatar, but of course the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Your very own Philippine Ascals will be part of that in Group A. And kaabang-abang yan, we have at least 2 home games, home matches to come and support your Philippine Ascals. Trying to make the connection to Sampaga, but masyadong mataas para sa kanya and lots of speed on that ball as well. We thank you all for joining us, of course. Our viewers from our Facebook and YouTube platforms. Magandang hapon sa kanilang lahat. Calvin James Fernandez, Lorenzo Sabado Jr., Shadrach Kumson, Clyde Razonable, Charles Vincent also watching us live. And of course, sa ating partner, Claro Manzano, we have a gigantic showdown in store for you this weekend. Kaya FC Iloilo, they will come home and face United City FC, number 1 versus number 2 once again in your PFL as it stands. We've seen that ball stay in the midfield for a considerable part of this first half so far. Talarok to Kaule. Kaule fakes. Will send it over to Escosora. Not the finest of shots that time around, although he did have a lot of room in front of him. Napansin natin doon, I think Kaule, they were going for the 1-2, but he just backtracked at the last moment and gave it to his left. Good decision on the part of him, but the finish here for Mendiola. Usman Dieng, there is pressure. And he will go down on the field. But you like what Mendiola is doing so far. Applying pressure whenever it is possible. After, of course, that 1-3 loss to the Ascal's development team, they had only 5 substitutes in that match. Had to tweak their roster according to, of course, the availability of players, but well, they did their best. It is going to be Wade being chased by Akot. Villanueva almost making the slide there, but it's won back by Talarok. Kaule to Escosora. Good patience being shown here by Mendiola. But on the intended ball for Fornis, I think he wasn't aware of what Escosora had in mind. And so far, it's back and forth for us dito sa loob ng PFF National Training Center. 20 minutes have passed, and of course, neither team yet to find the back of the net. As has been the case in their first meeting, it took us 90 minutes. It just shows you the level here. Both teams wanting to win, not surrendering an inch. And how important is it for Maharlika Manila FC na sila yung makauna? They've been in that position before against the ADT, against Stallion. Yun nga lang, no follow-up on the throw-in. It's a scramble inside the area. And a close one there for Junior Sam as Suzuki collides with his teammate. Testy moment there for Maharlika Manila FC. But they are able to preserve our scoreline as it stands. Still a 0-0 battle here in the first half. We'll expect more of this kind of a match as it continues to unfold here. Escosora from the right side, bothered quite a bit by Ravanes. Still Mendiola. Mendiola FC 1 win against their opponents right now. And 10 losses. This is their 12th match of the season. Same thing for Maharlika. They send the ball into the area. Carlos unable to make the contact as Suzuki will go out of the goal area and collect. Maharlika also their 12th match of the season. 1 draw against ADT. We thought they had it in the bag. Jacob Maniti spoiled that party. Whistle is blown. Maharlika with 1 draw and 10 losses. 1 point in the league table Flores, the captain. Usman Dieng. Present. Turning, spinning is Usman Dieng as he gets out of trouble. Able to pirouette. He will send that to Galaza. Yun nga lang, possession unable to stay with Maharlika. But Kaule will likewise lose it. Being bothered by Akot. Surge to the left flank. Will they be able to turn this into something? Babalik sila muna kay Kaule. Loses it. Sandoval. Talarok sends it over to Carlos. And he will run out of space. Good intent on the part of Talarok, but masyadong mabilis yung bola from the initial position nito ni Carlos. And we continue to scramble doon sa midfield. In particular, Pinheiro. That one intended for Ravanes. But Mendiola's defense likewise holding up so far. Alasan Wade. Will send a long one, but Basa gets into the path. Benzi failed to control it the first time, and he will eventually lose it. Manlapas. Talarok now with Kaule on the follow-up. Kaule changing directions here. Oh, excellent through ball. They are in the area. But the defense is able to recover at the last minute. Also a close one there as someone is down for Mendiola. Sampaga attending to one of the players down for Mendiola. It's going to be a corner for Mendiola, but before that, or before play resumes, someone will need attention here. Looks like that was Eldwin Escosora, rather. Talarok getting instructions to serve this one. So let's see how Mendiola approaches this corner. Only their second of the match. There's some good aerial into that one, and Suzuki will dodge it away. On the second ball, deflected once again by the Maharlika defense. Well, no one's giving an inch here. Just as you would expect. However, for Maharlika, you have to string together a few couple of passes from the final third all the way back to their attacking side. They have been getting some stops. They just have to execute their offense more fluidly as we go along. 27 minutes have gone by. It is 0-0 here inside the PFF National Training Center. Menzi to Pinheiro, the native of Dumaguete City. Kaule and Galaza. And it's going to be a foul on Galaza as he made that sliding challenge in a desperate attempt to keep possession. Mick John Pineda, our referee for this afternoon. Your match commissioner is Robin Kainglet. He sent it straight into the box, and Suzuki will collect without that much of a challenge. And now a long ball intended for Akot. Ravanes trying to rush. Well, they had to beat the odds. There were 3 black and red shirts. And it's going to be a yellow card assessed to player number 20. That is Mauro Akot of Maharlika Manila FC. He has been booked straight into a red. Or a yellow, rather. There's a slight lull in this match. Eldwin Escosora getting some treatment from the Mendiola side. Getting some of that good ice spray, which is, of course, a staple for professional football teams. Depending mawala yan, you have to ensure the safety, the conditioning, the health of your players. Oh, glad to see Escosora being okay. Villanueva, it ends up with Carlos. And now Junior Sam will try to keep possession alive. They do. Into the right flank. Here is the connection. And Suzuki, of course, tried his best to get into the way. Corner conceded to Mendiola. Medyo nakakarami na paunti-unti ang Mendiola FC in terms of that department. It's going to be a busy penalty area once again as we await the delivery of this corner from the left side once again. That's a good delivery, and Suzuki will once again have to dodge that bullet away. Usman Dieng on the rebound. Alu. Quite an ambitious one, but he felt that. As we head into this break, referee Mick John Pineda deeming that these teams would need this short break, and that brings us to, of course, our live stream once again. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok. We are 30 minutes into this contest. Still 0-0 for both Maharlika Manila FC and Mendiola FC 1991. Comment lang kayo sa ating live stream feed sa ating Facebook and YouTube platforms. Sino sa tingin nyo ang magwawagi sa ating bakbakan? Again, the first time these two sides met, it was Mendiola FC winning 1-0. The only difference was Jim Ashley Flores. He's part of the lineup here. And that was enough for them to get their 3 points. If you're Mendiola, obviously you want to create more separation between you and Maharlika. But if you're the home team, the men in white right now, you want to switch places, switch spots with Mendiola as this calendar year comes to a close. Again, no more matches for either side until next year, as we now proceed with the FIFA World Cup and the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Don't forget about our PFF Women's Cup. We have 8 teams. And ongoing po yan hanggang December. Dito rin sa PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. Back in action we go. Manlapas to the left flank. They send it over to the middle. Manlapas once again. Michael Menzi got in the way. Maharlika Manila FC, they have the numbers here. Menzi will choose his left to Akot. Akot with lots of room. And that one goes above the bar. The finest attempt so far for Maharlika Manila FC on the counter attack. It was just a matter of finishing for Maharlika Manila FC. That was a very close opportunity for them. They took advantage. A bit of pressure here for Sampaga and Akot. Wade will send it over back to Joseph Seniza. Manlapas able to control and send it to his right. Talarok. Mendiola will try to recover and go on their own offensive. That was a good through ball to the area. Usman Jeng. It ends up with Basa. And they will clear it into a throw-in for Mendiola. So avoiding trouble here is Maharlika Manila FC. What a transition from defense to offense to the part of Mendiola. Just moments ago, it was a solid attempt for Maharlika, and then suddenly they're on their offensive. And you have to build on from those plays. Second opportunity here. And that's a good call by our referee, although you love the effort if you're Maharlika. It's trying to prevent that ball from even getting into the area. But Bensi Villanueva will be tagged. And it's going to be a set piece there in the edge on the right side. Well, defense has to be airtight here for Maharlika Manila FC. A dangerous position to take this free kick for Mendiola. 35 minutes in. Will this be the breakthrough right here? Take a look at Junior Sam. Also, Wade has been there. Here is the delivery. And that one only grazes the side of the goal. We will continue with the scoreline. It is 0-0 here in the first half. 36 minutes have gone by. It is beginning to look like the first time around for both of these teams. Fornis unable to control. So an opportunity here for Maharlika in their attacking half. You have to be patient with this. They have not gotten that many chances. Targeting Galaza. Oh, he keeps it in play. And now Akot, it's a foot race for possession. And running out of room is Maharlika. It will go back to Mendiola. Just as we were talking about it. Well, that throw-in by Villanueva to Galaza, that was in the midst of traffic. And now Junior Sam against two Weissers. Still Junior Sam. And Junior Sam will score for Mendiola FC 1991 on the counter-attack. The Brave Men will strike first. In between Usman Jeng and David Basa, Junior Sam finds a way and he delivers for the breakthrough goal. The native of Ghana, Africa, Junior Sam, one of the top goal scorers here for Mendiola nonetheless. And it is now 0-1 for the visitors. They won't take 90 minutes this time around. And now Maharlika Manila FC will have to equalize here for sure, as they lose the deadlock. Carlos against Menzi. Caule against Pinheiro. Will move to the left side. Sampaga, good effort on the part of Elmer Sampaga, but it will stay with Mendiola. Escosora. Oh, poor control on the part of... Looks like that was Carlos. Masyado na palakas on the attempt to just receive that ball well. So bola babalik sa Maharlika Manila FC, but there is pressure from Mendiola. They have just come forward here, and Caule will be rewarded for his effort, as he was nudged by Menzi. Set piece from a bit of distance here. It's Talarok once again to deliver. Whistle's been blown. He will send this right into the area. Wade, and cleared by Ambong, one of the taller players here for Maharlika, utilizing that height advantage. Menzi to the rushing Sampaga. Mendiola was there. Caule and Akot. The ball will touch him last. And now Serge Caule right in front of us. A bit shaken up here. In some bit of pain is Serge Caule, the midfielder for Mendiola. And he has been taken out. Mendiola momentarily reduced to 10 men. We heard the instructions, mag 3-4-1 muna. Flores to Wade. And good decision here to send it dun muna sa kanilang backline, just to buy them some time. 40 minutes have elapsed here. Escosora. Junior Sam on the slide. Maro Akot. It's going to be ball out, it seems, here, as Junior Sam is shaken up. Maro Akot on the challenge. Neither him nor Sam had clear control of that ball when they both came rushing forward to it, at least from what we saw in real time. But Junior Sam got the brunt of that. Back up on his feet, always a good sight to see. We keep on saying we're all brothers and sisters in arms here in football, or any other sport for that matter. And fair played back to Mendiola FC 1991. Wade. Serge Caule back inside the pitch. To Flores. Good patience on his part, just to avoid offside. We are nearing the extra time here in the first half. Just about 3 more minutes. We have yet to get confirmation from our fourth official Mr. Rodney Lable. Mendiola throws it in. Here's the cross. Oh, the header. But that will go to the left of the goal. Suzuki sends that looping ball that just goes out. Not much accuracy, but again, Maharlika Manila FC is trying to build on those plays that they've had earlier. They had at least one solid counterattack when they had the numbers 3 against 2. John Carlos taken down by Villanueva. If you're just joining us once again, Junior Sam, the difference maker here in the first half as Mendiola took the upper hand earlier. That's going to be an extra long one. It's out. What a run that was from Junior Sam minutes earlier. He had 2 defenders, one to his left, one to his right. He just, split the sea into half. Sampaga. And whistle is blown. Eric Manlapaz, the suspect here. Looks like handball on him. So Mendiola, or Maharlika rather, and now, of course, naturally, the players have come forward. It's going to be David Basa. Could be a chance here to equalize. Into the area, Ravanes. Sampaga. Joseph Siniza had to stretch just to make sure. Looks like he didn't make contact with the ball. His fingertips. The referee saying hindi umabot. So goal kick for Mendiola. One of the rare moments so far in this match that, of course, Joseph Siniza has been part of the play. Looks like there will be 2 minutes of added time before we conclude our first half. Akot being chased by Sam. That is a hard challenge by Escosora. Akot felt that for sure. He just collided into that brick wall offered by Escosora to stop the play. And he's telling Sam that he needs some time. Akot back upon his feet. It's going to be a set piece for Maharlika. David Basa, the veteran, will deliver. Again, just 2 minutes of added time here. So they have to be quick. Could be the last play for Maharlika in this half. And they have lined up. Here we go. Signal has been given. Looks like that is for Usman Jeng. Villanueva. It is saved by Siniza. That was a shot on goal for Bicycle Benzi. But a second ball going to be won by Maharlika. But wonder what they had in mind there. They were just rushing. There might be a few more seconds here for Mendiola FC to string together one last attempt. Or one last run at least. Here is the goal kick. Flores. It's with Usman Jeng. Good defense on the part of the foreigner. Galaza. Will there still be time for Maharlika as Usman Jeng is taken down? Well, this definitely will be the last play of the first half. Player number 18, David Basa, will again survey the field and choose where to place this ball. Go signal is given. And that is a long one. That is our halftime whistle. Mendiola FC 1991 Junior Ngong Sam with the opening goal, and the visitors find themselves on the driver's seat. It is 1-0 for the Brave Men. And we will return with more football action here in the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Round number 2, Maharlika Manila FC and Mendiola FC 1991. We'll have second half action when we return in just a moment. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. After 45 minutes, your brave men, the Los Valientes Hios de Mendiola, are now on top. Just a 1-goal difference here for the visitors. Courtesy of Junior Sam in the 38th minute. He just separated the Red Sea, ika nga. 2 defenders to beat. What a fine run that was, and he just shot it in. And that's the only difference. Expect some changes here for Maharlika Manila FC. A couple of Fighting Maroons about to enter our field. Looks like we have Jello Factoranan and Michael Sims. 2 different generations of UP Fighting Maroons. It's going to provide, of course, a bit more offense sa kanila. We know how Sims has been one of their wingers here in the Factoran and also a distributor. And if you're Mendiola FC 1991, of course, you want to protect that margin. Once again, magandang hapon sa kanilang lahat. Levi Verora on the call. This is your live and exclusive broadcast presentation of the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Beautiful weather conditions here in the PFF National Training Center. Skies are almost clear. It's windy at times, but not to an extent where it will affect the trajectory of the ball. And that's what the players love here. So they have made it official. Factoranan and Sims will be part of the 11 for the second half for Maharlika Manila FC, as they will of course be in dire effort to equalize. No changes for Mendiola. They'll just keep it the same way around. Junior Sam, the only difference, as they hold on to this 1-goal advantage. Let's see how the second half unfolds in just a short while. Live po tayo sa ating Facebook and YouTube platforms, and maraming salamat sa inyong pagsama sa amin in this Thursday afternoon. Inabati natin ang mga nanonood. We have Ben Villaflor, Erlinda Sampago Ortega. Second half kicked off. And it's Maharlika Manila FC who will now play from right to left. Menzi. Pressure right away from Mendiola, picking up from where they left off. Here's the through ball to Talarok. And it is going to be Suzuki collecting. Usman Dieng, great effort as well to just follow that ball para maharangan. Fornes. Targeting Sam Ambong, goes out of his area just to intercept, and that pays off. Factoranan targeting Ravanes, but it ends up with Fornes and now Menzi. They will keep it to their side. Sims to Sampaga. Through ball to Galaza, naiwan nga lang. Unable to control on the first touch was Galaza. And now a counter for Mendiola. Carlos, but Usman Dieng quicker to that ball. Now he will change direction. Better patience here for Maharlika. Pinheiro sends a long one. Nobody home. Right on cue. Kakasabi lang natin better effort, but again, the giggle they have to temper with. Factoranan unable to make contact with the ball. Ambong. At may pabaon na Siko. That will not go unnoticed by our referee. Again, referee in charge is Mick John Pineda. Ambong apologetic as Richard Talarok was on the receiving end of that elbow landed by Ambong. He is very fortunate that He did not get a yellow. We resume the action here with Talarok against Ravanes this time. Menzi making a chase. Basa gets in the way. Rushing to that ball was Pinheiro, but it's still with Fornis. They go to Sam on the right flank, dancing against the defense. Ball will remain with Mendiola. Into a throw in here. If you were just joining us, again, Junior Sam, the difference maker in the first half. As we have this score line, David Basa clears. 1-0 advantage for the Brave Men, courtesy of their foreign reinforcement, Junior Sam. Ambong to Factoranan using the head to Ravanes. Good sequence for Maharlika. However, they lose control. Oh, good through ball by Sam. They are inside the box. Oh, no follow-up. Sorry miss there for Mendiola. Could have been a golden opportunity to create a shot. Menzi to Sims. To Galaza. It's a foot race between him and Wade. And Galaza quite animated after that possession was awarded to Mendiola. But again, Wade making his presence felt. Those long strides, of course, from one of the tallest players, not only from Mendiola but the entire league. And again, these teams, these clubs, Mendiola number 6 and Maharlika Manila FC number 7 in dead last. They want to turn their fortunes around, but right now it is Talarok against Ambong. Whistle is blown. If you're Maharlika, obviously you're down by just 1 goal. It's very doable here. What's important is for them not to fall behind by even more. Mendiola will seek that separation. Basa to Ambong. Basa will send a long one. Ravanes immediately apologizing to Factoranan, but Mendiola putting more pressure here to open the second half. We are in our 51st minute mark. Ravanes against traffic, and J.R. Sandoval gets the touch. Rederick Fornis. But they have made their impact here, haven't they? Intended for Sam. Ambong. Manlapas and Ravanes battling for possession. Kaule, and whistle is blown. Galaza again getting ahead of himself. You saw just how things have changed here for Maharlika in terms of the formation after Factoranan and Sims have entered. Well, they're keeping that back line of Basa, Usman Dieng, and the header here. Did Suzuki make contact with the ball? He did not. And of course, Job Ambong, and then after that, some Pagas also fallen back to that right back. Running out of space is Maharlika Manila FC as Ravanes just is unable to get a hold of that ball. Contact there and whistle is finally blown. Ambong and Fornes, or Talarok rather. Basa will survey, sends it instead to Jeng. Menzi to the rushing Sampaga, and there could be something here created by Maharlika. To the right flank they go. Galaza is there. Sends a cross. And that one collected by Mendiola's keeper, Joseph Seniza. Wade. That is a very easy call to make for John Carlos. You love the excitement here for Mendiola. Playing with a more direct approach. Sabi nung mga player nila when we were talking to them ahead of this match. Just sensing that opportunity to go more offensive-minded. Serge Caule also telling us, as Suzuki will have to get out of trouble here, Mendiola pressing quite, and they retrieve possession just like that. Manlapas with some aerial into that ball. But Fornes will run out of space. Good effort nonetheless on the part of Mendiola FC 1991. They continue to press here. Basa to Pinheiro. Advantage, says the referee. Caule, almost losing control, is able to retrieve it. They go to the opposite side. And back to Manlapas. To the right flank. Again, it is Junior Sam against Ambong on the cross, but too much power. John Carlos unable to attend. You just love the activity here for Mendiola FC 1991. They are not satisfied with this score line, and they're not going to leave it out there. For Maharlika, of course, it's more of the composure against that kind of pressure. Ambong able to get to that first. The captain, Flores, able to turn somehow. But good effort by Basa. Oh, Manlapas. But from distance, Manlapas taking the matters into his own hands. The coaching staff of Mendiola did not appreciate that. They had the ball to their side in their attacking third, no less. And so why the rush? Caule. Sam. Flag is up. Back and forth we go here, but Maharlika, they have to create chances. It's been a considerable advantage for Mendiola in terms of possession here in the second half as we approach the 1 hour mark in just a few minutes. Menzi to Pinheiro. Jello matched up against Fornes. Surveys the field, sends a cross to the area. But Alu will once again take care of business. Will they turn this into a potential corner? They have the numbers. Here is the captain. And Jim Ashley Flores will double the lead. Jim Ashley Flores, the difference maker in the first match, will once again find the back of the net here in the rematch as they double their cushion. It is now 2-0 for the visitors. Mendiola FC 1991 now in control pretty much. What a counter that was. 4 against 2. They just had the numbers and never looked back. And of course, credit as well to Junior Sam, the goal scorer earlier with the delivery. Flores just had to finish, and he does once again. We resume action here, and Maharlika Manila FC find themselves down 2 goals to none. As we will have more changes coming your way when the opportunity arises. Oh, something positive here for Maharlika Manila FC. They earn a corner. They take it quickly. Ravanes, Factoranan, and great defending by Mendiola. Just like that, they will counter, that's for sure. But Usman Dieng, Talarok immediately apologizing. Couple of substitutions here for Mendiola. Marco Cauyong and Franco De La Torre, a staple of their matches throughout the first and second rounds. It's good to see Marco Cauyong back in the lineup. 2 changes here. J.R. Sandoval and John Carlos. Meanwhile, for Maharlika Manila FC, looks like Joseph Ryan Fermin is set to replace, looks like that's Warren Ravanes. And there it is. Ryan Fermin is now part of the 11 on the field for the Koponan ng Masa. Replacing Ravanes. They send this one intended for Sims. Too much mustard. It is retrieved by Factoranan from the left flank. But just look at the defense of Mendiola. Basa. I'm not sure what he had in mind there. Junior Sam. Oh, such a risky decision to make on the part of Suzuki, but it pays off somehow. He just went out of the goal area to make the clearance against Sam. He had no choice that time, as the back line of Maharlika Manila FC hindi agad nakabalik. And yun yung mga kailangan yung ingatan. Of course, the counter-attack. You can't get into that trap of just having to run about 20 meters after your offensive play. As the Maharlika players discuss, Basa, Ambong, Usman Dieng, Junior Sam is shaken up a bit. Will receive some treatment, and Mendiola will momentarily be reduced to 10 men quite again. We resume action with Serge Caule. Wade. The sun has set here dito sa bayan ng Carmona in Cavite. Caule against Pinheiro. Escosora. Oh, and Jim Ashley Flores somehow, just him in between. Usman Dieng with the recovery. Could have been trouble for Maharlika, but the recovery just in time. And now Fermin, as he collides with Wade. Possession won back by the white shirts. Junior Sam will re-enter the picture here for Mendiola, but it is now Maharlika Manila FC on the offensive. As they try to take one back, they send it into the box. Wade. Possession will stay with Maharlika. Sampaga, does he have space to turn against Manlapas? Menzi against De La Torre. And that is going to be a corner for Maharlika Manila FC. So slowly but surely, they're picking up the pieces here. Well, they just have to convert. Jello Factoranan will deliver. Players crowding that area naturally. Here is the delivery. And straight into the midst once again of Ceniza. He has made one solid save in this match. And of course in these times, he is just very alert. Fermin sends it back to Factoranan. Now Maharlika getting their fair share of possession. Well, this is not finished yet. Factoranan. Fermin targeting Galaza. However, it's going to be Mendiola winning back possession. Now in the 64th minute mark of this match. Still lots of time left in the second half. Glad to have you join us. Once again, this is your Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. On this Thursday afternoon, punong-puno ng football ang ating Burmans. Junior Sam in the middle. But David Basa sneaks in to bother his vision right in time. You can sense that confidence dito kay Junior Sam and the rest of Mendiola for that matter after going up 2-0 in this contest. Menzi, Maharlika, they have to keep on playing here. It's a long match. Lots of time left. Kaole. Junior Sam wants it. Matched up against Ambong once again. Weaving past the defense. Will he be able to? He evades Ambong, but Dave Baza will have to surrender a corner once again. Eric Manlapas will get to that ball in just a short while. Once again, Eric Manlapas will serve it. And it ends up with Maharlika Manila FC, a foot race here. Usman Jeng and Wade. Will there be a follow-up here for Maharlika from distance? Earl Japet Pinheiro. In another corner, won here by Maharlika. Those are the signs we've been talking about. Some more positive things happening here, developing for Maharlika. Looks like it's going to be Michael Sims this time to take care of business. But once again, Joseph Ceniza at the right place at the right time to prevent trouble here for Mendiola as they go on their own counterattack. Flores, the captain, he has one goal already. To Junior Sam. But Japet Pinheiro will be able to recover. Spencer Galaza shoves someone down. Yung momentum na lang ni Galaza, hindi niya napigilan doon. No intent to hurt, obviously. It's going to be a set piece here for Mendiola. Well, they take it quick, rather. Kaule. And that one intended for Wade. It's going to be out after it hits the crossbar from a peculiar angle. Eric Manlapaz will again serve this from the opposite side as the time continues to tick away here inside the PFF National Training Center. Inside the goal area, Usman Jeng will make the first contact here, and looks like it is David Basa being chased around by his opponent. No follow-up for Maharlika. As Marco Cauyong making his impact in this match. Kaule to Wade. So Mendiola FC 1991 in a way just being able to prevent whatever response Maharlika had in mind as they continue to attack here. Now deep into that left flank, Wade. It's going to be another corner kick won by Mendiola FC as David Basa had to concede another. But before that, looks like there is a substitution. Waiting doon sa ating touchline area. You can see it in your screens. Teddy Travis, the attacking midfielder out of La Salle Zobel. He will be replacing Eric Manlapaz as they touch it up. And a great run by Manlapaz this afternoon. He has left his imprint, that's for sure. Here's the delivery as we continue the action here. Basa climbing up the ladder to deflect. Pinheiro. Oh, great control by Pinheiro as he sends it to Sims. He surveys the field to Galaza. Travis will get his first touch. Galaza desperately wanting to get to that ball. Flores to De La Torre. And here come the brave men. Cauyong will send it over to the opposite side for now. This is the patience we have been talking about. Kaule as they try to execute something here. The 1-2, and finally Menzi will get in the way. Galaza to Michael Sims. It's a foot race between him, and he is taken down by Escosora. Maharlika side contesting that. In a way, it should have been advantage because of the opportunity that presented, but our referee, Mick John Pineda, will have to do his responsibility, and we can see that card right there. It is a yellow. Escosora has been booked. Set piece for Maharlika Manila FC. Well, you'd rather take this than lose possession. Looks like Japet Pinheiro will send it over to that penalty box. 73 minutes have gone by as we continue to wind down in the second half of this match. Maharlika Manila FC down 2 goals. Here is the goal signal. Pinheiro to Usman Jeng. And clearance made by Mendiola. Second ball. Mendiola or Maharlika will get it back. Menzi to Fermin, running out of space. Travis to Sam. Look at how fast we transitioned from Mendiola's side, or to Mendiola's side. Collision in mid-air. Galaza and Franco de la Torre. They called for the foul. They send it straight into the hands of Ceniza. It looks like Benny Villaflor will see some action here in just a short while. He is already there. Doon sa touchline area. Fornes. Kauyong wants it. Sam. Junior Sam will once again operate and orchestrate. Sends it into the box. But the Maharlika defense was there. Michael Menzi. I'll give him credit. He's been also nothing short of being present in this match. As we have our final 15 minutes and change. De la Torre to Fornes once again. A bit of pressure here from Maharlika. Pinheiro. But they leave Franco with lots of room to operate and distribute this. De la Torre chooses his left to Teddy Travis. And they will send this inside the box. The connection and Junior Sam. Everything but the finish for them. Masyado na ring malalim dun for Junior Sam, so mahirap angguluhan. Japet Pinheiro will call it a night. Benny Villaflor replaces. He has made his mark here in this match, that's for sure. And we continue the action here. Factoranan and Caule, after it initially hit De La Torre. No letting up on the part of Mendiola FC as they protect this 2-goal advantage. Jello, Usman Jeng. Mukhang nauna yung ikot without control of the ball. De La Torre, Travis. This is some good passing right here by Mendiola. They send it over to their captain, Flores. A through ball. Lots of space for Flores, but Basa could have been another dangerous moment for Maharlika Manila FC. Villaflor. Wade is very active as De La Torre will retrieve it for Mendiola, but whistle's blown. Time is slowly running away from Maharlika Manila FC. It's a 2-goal disadvantage that they have to overcome here. Surge. Franco. Travis. De La Torre once again. Villaflor will offer some pressure. Fermin gets in the way and it ends up with Galasa. They have dispossessed Mendiola. And now to Usman Dieng with only one to beat. Referees just letting them play. Usman Dieng and Elwin Escosora fell inside the penalty area. And still cramping up as ball finally goes out. Well, if anything, that was just brush contact from Escosora. Usman Dieng, of course, making his case, pleading to our official. Perhaps not enough to merit a penalty. He was just in the midst of traffic. Talking about Usman Dieng. That was great effort on the part of Galaza to dispossess and then send it over right away to the rushing Usman Dieng. Yun nga lang for Maharlika. It has been very elusive for them. Medyo mailap ang takbo ng larong ito para sa kanila. Still yet to find the back of the net. Teddy Travis dispossessed by Menzi. We'll send it over to Basa. Medyo umangat na dito ang Maharlika. To Galaza. And Siniza just calmly collects. Baza. Well, they have to be careful here, Maharlika. They are one counter attack away from creating trouble for themselves. They have to be a bit more deliberate here. Factoranan, but someone slipped. Looks like that's Galaza. They have been reliant doon sa kanilang mga long ball. Basa against Sam. Sam retrieves it. Junior Sam. Will this be goal number 3? It goes out. Menzi. Tuloy-tuloy po tayo dito sa loob ng PFF National Training Center. Usman Dieng is hurt. Kaule sends a cross to Flores, but De La Torre, will he be able to turn? And good defending by Menzi. Whistle's finally blown. Usman Dieng, he had no one close to him. He just fell on his own after changing directions. And we hope it's nothing serious for him. Perhaps a case of cramps here, as he has of course played the entire way. And medyo iika-ika maglakad sa ngayon itong si Usman Dieng. Possession still with Maharlika. Here's the long ball. And Alu, although he missed that, Siniza was right there. No follow-up on the part of Maharlika Manila FC. Factoranan, Menzi controls. Up ahead to Dieng. Could be a chance here for Maharlika. They send it to Fermin. He's able to make the touch. But they're deep into that right side. Galaza. Here's the delivery inside the box. Wade. And Mendiola somehow will complete the stop, as it is now with Travis. And to Ashley Flores. Suzuki once again getting out of his area just to make sure there's no trouble. Kaule. Fornis lobs it for Sam. Is he onside? Looks like he is. Sam, one-on-one against the defense. Junior Sam fakes He shoots and he scores. Junior Sam makes it a brace here for Maharlika, or for Mendiola rather. And that should be the dagger right there. Junior Sam. He's had his imprints on this match. He scored the opener. And what is likely the closer here for Mendiola? It is Junior Sam once again. What a showcase of skill for Junior Sam. He just went one-on-one with the last defender from Maharlika, and he just delivers from quite a difficult angle at that, finding the far post as he punches it home for the brave men. Mendiola FC 1991, 3-0, and that has got to be deflating for Maharlika Manila FC. Villaflor with about 7 minutes and change here. Sims got entangled there with Flores. As looks like Maharlika Manila FC will make use of their final substitution. We're seeing Christian Hamon. That will be in just a few. And now Michael Sims. Too much speed on the ball. Elmer Sampaga will conclude his appearance for this evening. Christian Hamon has come on in for Maharlika Manila FC. You know, unless strange things happen here, it's going to be an impending victory for Mendiola FC. What a bounce back as Menzi just sends it out. Vince Eric Baito and J. Sean Soberano also set to enter the pitch. And they are given the permission. Vince Eric Baito will replace the captain Jim Ashley Flores, who has made a great account of himself. And then J. Sean Soberano for Eldwin Escosora. Jim Ashley Flores sending that captain's armband to Franco de la Torre before he heads out. Jim Ashley Flores, 2-4-2. He was the goal scorer in their lone win against Maharlika Manila FC last few months. And now he delivers on the second goal of this evening. What a night for him. And Mendiola FC 1991 will be on the verge of getting 3 more points to increase their total to 6 in the league table. And look at them, still on the attack. Soberano. Some fresh legs here for Mendiola. De la Torre is able to send it to the edge. That one saved by Suzuki. Long ball, Usman Deng making a chase for it. He is able to get the first touch. But that ball goes towards the end. Sa ating mga masugid na mga taga-subaybay, well, this match has been nothing short of the excitement of the action. Unfortunately, though, for the home side, that elusive victory will have to wait. Basa against Sam. They get it out of trouble. Possible counter here for Maharlika. Hamon sends a through ball to Galaza. And a clearance there made by Wade. But you just love the effort. They're also getting the applause from some of the fans here in attendance. Good sequence for Maharlika. Hamon with that through ball. Here's the cross. Will they take one back? It's still Seniza. He will preserve that clean sheet as it stands. As of course Michael Sims was waiting on the wings. And that's going to be an obvious booking for Michael Menzi on the challenge of against Teddy Travis. Well, such instances, nothing new in football as we enter the home stretch of this match. Just about 2 more minutes and confirmation of how many minutes will be added. Alu will take this. Travis. Villaflor. Or Ambong rather, will intercept. He sent a through ball for Usman Jeng. He collides with Alu. It's going to be corner one by Maharlika. Well, those are the positive aspects for this match for Maharlika as they try to, of course, collect themselves entering this break and move forward to 2023 with more positivity, more encouragement. There's going to be changes coming here perhaps for Maharlika Manila FC. Delivery, not much aerial into that one, and that is very easy for Alu to pick up. 4 minutes of added time. Quite reasonable. We've had a few stoppages in the play here in the second half. 4 minutes of extra time. It's only natural for Maharlika Manila FC to keep on pressing as they will try to make it a more respectable result. And another yellow card. This time, it's going to be Galaza. You know, it's very easy to recognize Galaza there in the field. He's always wearing those arm sleeves, which of course tinetero niya whatever the uniform color is. This gives us the time to remind everyone that of course your Filipinas will embark on a journey across the Americas. They're up against Chile on November 12 and then again on November 15. Kickoff time doon sa Chile is at night, so that's going to be early morning here in the Philippines. Gising tayo ng maaga, magkape, magpandesal at manood ng Filipinas. They have about 10 friendlies as they continue to gear up for the Women's World Cup next year in New Zealand and Australia. They'll play their group phase matches in New Zealand, of course. And also tuloy-tuloy ang ating PFF Women's League. Opportunity here for Maharlika. They have the numbers. But Menzi tries to thread that needle against traffic. Perhaps not the best of ideas. Nevertheless, throw in here for Maharlika again. But Mendiola puts a halt to that. Lots of lessons to take here for Maharlika as we enter this break. Basa from distance, and it just sails out. Maharlika Manila FC, that win will have to wait. You know, Mendiola, they were actually preparing for Maharlika Manila FC for quite a few weeks now, even before Typhoon Paeng, and they had to adjust their strategy because for the longest time they have been practicing for them, and then there was a slight change in the schedule. They had to play the Ascal's development team, and it definitely showed here that Mendiola was ready for the challenge, as they are on the verge of repeating over Maharlika. Jello to Sims. Basa. Galaza once again. Benny. Look at Fornes dispossess. What an evening here for Mendiola FC 1991. This is great momentum to carry for them as they likewise enter their break and welcome the next calendar year, 2023, with more motivation as they improve the 6 points in the league table. Sims on the cross, and it is cleared. Menzi, second ball for Maharlika, again inside the area. De La Torre, Mendiola FC, they did everything to prevent a goal. Soberano could be the last play here, and it's a counter. Quite fittingly, Jason Soberano, one-on-one, he evades the defense. He has nothing to beat. It is saved by Suzuki. Great denial by Suzuki. De La Torre. And that is the confirmation. Mendiola FC 1991. A clinical victory here inside the PFF National Training Center as they shut Maharlika Manila FC. 3-0 is the final. Junior Sam with a brace. Jim Ashley Flores adding one more in between. And Mendiola FC 1991, the brave men, victorious here tonight. What a match that was. And we encourage you to visit the official PFL website, www.pfl.org.ph, for more on the Philippines Football League, brought to us by Qatar Airways. We conclude our broadcast here. We thank you all for joining us on this Thursday night. And as we always say, on behalf of the entire PFL, wherever you are, wherever you're from, we'll see you at the games.